is brought to you by Krishna Public School in association with Ability. Today, we'll be talking about mental well being. Why should you care as a parent and teacher with Dr. Amba Sethi? More about that a little later. Firstly, I would request Ashutosh sir to please take over and say a few words to the attendees who have joined us for today's session. Hello. Okay, so looks like there's some technical glitch. So while we wait for Ashutosh sir, the director of KPS Raipur, to join us, let me tell you all a little bit about Ability. So for us as an organization, all carers of children with special needs and also academic difficulties, all of you, including parents, teachers, you all are at the center of our universe. And every child wants to thrive, right? And every child should be given the opportunity to thrive. And that's what we are driven by. Our mission is to make things easier for you all. And or for that matter, when we say easier, it means making things affordable, making things more accessible, and most important of all, making things much more effective for you all who are a part of our community. And one way we have been able to do that is via technology. But we truly understand that while technology could help a lot, without the caregivers, technology alone is insufficient. Technology can only support the caregivers in the process, but not can actually help them achieve the desired goals significantly. And apart from this support system, there are other forms of support required in terms of community, in terms of learning resources, because we definitely understand that no one should have to do this alone, neither parent nor teachers. And therefore, we as an organization bring to you the support via community and other resources to enable the best chance of discovering your child's true potential. And that's what we do. In the series of efforts that we have been taking in the direction of introducing our mission, we have been organizing webinars, and this webinar in particular is in association with Krishna Public School. And we have recently launched the school webinar series where we bring webinars exclusively for the school parents, teachers, and other professionals. Apart from that, we also conduct workshops. The idea of workshops would be conducting all those things in a much smaller group setting so that we can facilitate direct interaction with the expert. Moving on, we also have a YouTube channel. So if you're willing to see or access more of the resources from Ability, you can go to www.youtube.com and subscribe to the YouTube channel. There are hundreds of useful videos which could help you as a parent and also as a teacher. You can also follow us on our Facebook page, www.facebook.com/ability. Both of these links are being shared with you in the chat box also. You can check it out, and following our page would mean that you would stay updated about all the events that Ability is planning, and you can seek benefit from them. Okay, before I move on and hand it over to our speaker for the day, I would want to check if Ashutosh sir has joined us and if he would like to say a few words to the attendees today. Hello.
Swati, looks like Ashutosh is not in, but maybe Smita is in. Maybe, if you could ask her if she could make some remarks.
So Dr. Smita, who heads the psychosocial department at Krishna Public School, Raipur, I'll definitely wish to introduce and talk more about her, but if you would like to say a few words to our parents, Dr. Smita.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon, Swati. Is that right?
Yeah, that is.
Yeah. Good afternoon, Swati, and welcome all of you, those who have joined. This is an interesting topic and very much needed these times. The speaker, that is the Dr. Amba Sethi, is a good friend of mine, and we have been talking about this particular issue. And it's a very important ongoing thing because of the pandemic. It's got manifested in a lot of things which we are seeing in the personality of children these days. And as we see that the personality of children, and there are various aspects to it, which as a parent or as an educator we may sometime overlook. And therefore, it is important that you have a different perspective about the entire thing, entire social emotional learning and the mental issues, and to give a bit, the different perspective and different angle to it, and how it is so important these days for an educator and a parent to be involved with the mental well-being of self and that of the child, overall affecting the entire environment of home and the society at large. Is who can be better than a psychologist who talks about it, and a psychotherapist like us. And Amba Sethi is also working in this field like me. So I'm sure you will be enlightened with a lot of insights into this particular topic. And this is thing which is why this webinar becomes more important and should be talked about more, is because we don't talk about it. We don't talk about mental health issues. So therefore this webinar and this sessions become very important. This particular topic is very close to my heart. So I always and every time in all my webinars speak to everyone to speak up, speak out. On that note, let's start the session. Over to you.
Definitely. That's such an important message that you have given out there, Dr. Smita. Speak up. So without further ado, coming to the speaker for the day, Dr. Amba Sethi. She's a consulting psychologist and master trainer. She's a counselor, meditation teacher, trainer, and workshop conductor. She's been working in the field of mental health for over 25 years now, with a master's degree and a PhD in psychology, a master trainer for the prevention of child abuse for the state of Chhattisgarh, a trainer for Chhattisgarh Prashasan Academy and the Police Training School. She has done so much of good work that I am pretty sure that all of the attendees today would learn a lot from today's session. Thank you so much, Dr. Amba, for joining us, and over to you now.
Thank you, Swati, and a very warm welcome. And Smita, thank you so much. And before, let me just start so that I don't want our parents to wait. And I'll just start sharing my screen. And once you can see my screen, just let me know.
Sure.
Yeah. Can you now see my screen?
Yes, we can. Dr. Amba, if you could move to the full screen mode, I think so the parents will have a better experience.
Full screen mode. Yes, yes, yes.
Just on the right top corner, play button.
Yes, one sec, I'll take a minute. Yeah. Okay, yes, I've got it finally. Yes. Can you see the full screen now? Or you still can't?
Not yet.
No, it's not yet. Don't tell me. One sec. I'll take my son's help in that.
Yeah. Technology COVID has been an amazing learning curve for all of us.
Absolutely.
A special relation, especially between parents and children, where the children have taught a lot to their parents. And I've been an experience holder in this case, and I truly love the experience. I think so only COVID could have given us this.
Absolutely, absolutely. Just a moment. He's just doing it.
And just relating to today's topic, I think so it has further improved the bonding between parent and child and also the dependency on one another.
Yeah, that is done. Oh, great. Thank you. Yeah, okay. So a warm welcome to all those who are here in this webinar. And these are the times when we really need to be very, very aware. And, I love to start, like Smita said, speak up. So I say, unmute yourself. We all have, kept mute. We are not talking about mental health. And it's it is a very, very important part of our life. And I would love to encourage parents that please understand why mental health is so important and work on the prevention. See, I always focus on prevention more than on cure. So that is the reason why, I'm ready for these webinars, workshops, because as many number of people know about it. And a lot of people have this taboo that oh my god, मैं पागल हूँ क्या, मुझे psychologist के पास या psychiatrist के पास जाने की क्या जरूरत है. So I tell them a beautiful quote by Positive Psychology. So Positive Psychology says that you can just visit a mental health practitioner to make your life better. You don't have to have any problem, but you can make your life much richer. You can understand, you can, learn problem solving. You learn how to face your problems in a much better and healthier manner rather than, getting broken or having nervous breakdowns, having sadness, depression, bipolar, anxiety. So with that, requesting all parents to, promote their children from visiting counselors, visit mental health practitioners. You are basically having an open mindset. An open mindset is one which promotes growth. A closed mindset is one which would, retard growth. So that is why please speak up, unmute, share with others if you have any kind of mental health issues. So now, starting with, the definition of health, if you see that health is what? Health is not just absence of disease, that, oh, I don't have any disease, I don't have blood pressure, I don't have diabetes, so I'm healthy. No, it's a state of complete physical, mental, and social well-being. So that is why, we say that just the absence of disease is not health, right? 1 second, just give me a minute, just give me a second. This slideshow doesn't seem to work. Yeah, done. And then moving on to what is mental health. Mental health basically is the capacity to live a full productive life and the capacity to deal with the ups and downs. So otherwise, see, we know this fact that all of us have stresses and problems in life, and COVID has taught us very well that, life, the next moment is not certain. It is only the present moment which we have in life. So when we have only the present moment, why not live it completely, live it beautifully. And if you see, why is it called the present? Because it's a gift to us. So understanding this, that we need to have that capacity, that flexibility to live a productive life and to deal with the ups and downs, which means we actually need to make our children resilient. We need to make them good problem solvers. We need to make them good decision makers. That is how we will actually be working towards good mental health. So different people have described mental health in different ways. And, so 3 things, basically, whenever you talk of mental health, 3 things will keep coming up again. Your thinking, your feeling, and your behaviors. These 3 are mainly linked with mental health. So if you see, we have been taught as human beings, doing, do this, do that, do this, do that. But let me tell you all, we are human beings. We are not human doings, right? So what is being? Being is the way I live. Being is how I am. Am I living beautifully? Am I living in a beautiful state? Am I living angrily? Am I living sadly? What is the state when I'm, what I'm living in? That is why mental illnesses are generally defined when there are changes in thinking, feeling, or behaving. And if you see that a lot of our effort, whether it is in schools, whether it is as homes, is only focused on behavior, which is a very minor part. It is a small part. And I would request all parents to understand a basic fact that what does behavior do? Behavior is a representation of the inner feelings which are going on inside the child. If you just suppress behavior, it is like giving just a crocin for fever. Don't we investigate further? Don't we go ahead and see what is the fever because of? Is the fever because of a viral illness? Is the fever because of typhoid, jaundice? We don't just keep giving crocin. So just dealing with the behavior is like giving just crocin for fever. So we have to go deeper. We have to go, what is the child thinking? We have to see what is the child feeling? What are his feelings? An angry child is going to behave in an aggressive manner, but we are just dealing with his aggressiveness, right? We are not thinking why he's feeling angry. What are the thoughts? What are the thoughts coming that is making him feel angry? So I want parents to go beyond just the level of behavior, go deeper, try and understand the core issues. It is like that it's an onion and you have to peel the layers and go to the core issues. What is making the child angry? Is the child hurt? Is the child feeling unloved? What is it? So we have to go to the core of all these problems. And we have to really be aware that how we can make our children resilient and how he can cope with the normal stresses and strains of life. That is what we have to do. And we see mental health as a continuum. And we lie, if you can see this arrow, all of us lie somewhere in between, right? From good well-being to poor well-being. So good well-being would be that I have no diagnosis, I'm well and I'm enjoying my life. That's perfectly okay. Good well-being can also be that I have a mental health diagnosis, but I'm coping well and enjoying my life. And this coping can be with the help of medicines. This can be with the help of psychologists by counseling, or you can take the help of a doctor by taking medicines, right? Poor well-being. What is poor well-being? That I have no diagnosis, but I'm not coping and I'm not happy. So I'm not diagnosed. I don't have per se depression. I don't have per se anxiety. I don't have bipolar. I don't have schizophrenia. I don't have any diagnosis, but yet I'm not happy. So you see, that comes under poor well-being. And some people may have a mental diagnosis, but they're still not coping well and they're still not happy. That also comes under poor well-being. So we may lie somewhere in between from poor well-being to good well-being. We need to see where we lie on this continuum and move towards good well-being, wherever we are presently. This is to make you aware. Where are you? This is for your self-observation. This is for your self-awareness. Where are you? And how can you, what steps can you take to move towards better well-being? Next, so we see that determinants of mental health, right? There are various factors, multiple social, psychological, biological factors. And here I'll tell you, just listen to this carefully. A child or an adult, any human being, is a bio-psycho-social entity. What does this mean? That the biology is affected by psychology and social interactions, right? Once the biology gets affected, that is the time we might need to go in for medicines, or we certainly need to go in for counseling. That is certain. So you see that we have to see that because there are tremendous lot of stresses here. There is rapid social change. There are stressful situations. There is gender discrimination, exclusion, unhealthy lifestyles. All these factors affect the biology, affect the mental health of a child. And as of now, I would really call it a mental health epidemic. There is stress, there is anxiety, there is depression, there is self-harm, eating disorders, substance abuse. See, there is no end to this. And the clinics of the psychiatrists are full. They are literally extremely full because COVID has really caused a lot of stress. Now, bringing your attention to, we feel, मैंने बहुत सारे पेरेंट्स से सुना है, सब कुछ तो कर रहे हैं बच्चों के लिए, सब कुछ तो है उनके पास में. And truly, you're very right, because this is the time when luxury is the most. We have everything at our disposal, right? But yet, why are the mental health issues increasing? So we have to go deeper and see what are the issues the children are facing. A lot of parents don't even understand that what, because they think कि हम तो सब कुछ दे रहे हैं, खाना है, पीना है, हमारे समय पे तो ऐसा नहीं था, हमारे समय पे तो ऐसा नहीं था. One thing I request the parents, जिस जमाने में आप रहते थे, that world does not exist anymore. So that is why the parenting techniques which were used earlier will not work anymore. So please understand, lot of children keep coming in telling me, हमारे parents हमको आके बोलते हैं कि अरे हम तो ऐसा करते थे, हम तो साइकिल पे जाते थे, हम तो ट्यूबलाइट के नीचे पढ़ते थे, हमको तो ये काम भी करना पड़ता था. Agreed that आप सबने बहुत मेजर इश्यूज फेस किए हैं, बट अब वो वर्ल्ड एग्जिस्ट ही नहीं करता है. सो लिटरली वी हैव टू थिंक ऑफ न्यू पेरेंटिंग स्टाइल्स. और उस जमाने के प्रेशर्स अलग थे, इस जमाने के प्रेशर्स अलग है. सो लेट अस सी व्हाट आर द चैलेंजेस फेस्ड बाय द स्टूडेंट्स. क्यों हमारे बच्चे इतने परेशान हैं, इतने स्ट्रेस्ड हैं, इतने इमोशनली टर्ब्यूलेंट हैं? व्हाट आर द रीजंस? सबसे पहला परफॉर्मेंस इश्यूज. Performance issues, marks. We are literally behind marks. कितने नंबर आए, इसके इतने आ रहे हैं, इसका IIT में एडमिशन हो गया है, इसका मेडिकल में एडमिशन हो गया है, तुम्हारा क्यों नहीं हुआ है, तुम नहीं पढ़ रहे हो, you are not putting in effort. If a child is not getting marks, we go on and on actually giving them examples, giving them comparisons. And here I want parents to answer one question. आपके लिए क्या जरूरी है? What do you love? Do you love the performance of your child or do you love your child? So if you love your child, performance is a part of life. Performance is not life. And please do not make it life for children. नहीं तो हम बोलते रहते, अरे नंबर अच्छे नहीं आ रहे, दुनिया में क्या करोगे, आगे जाके क्या करोगे? हम ही बच्चे के मन में सेल्फ डाउट डाल देते हैं और वो बच्चा आगे चल के खुद को डाउट करने लगता है. So many adults come and say, I'm not confident. मुझे खुद में कॉन्फिडेंस ही नहीं है कि मैं कर पाऊंगा कि नहीं. ये सेल्फ डाउट कहाँ से आया? ये सेल्फ डाउट इसलिए आया कि जब वो बच्चा छोटा था तो पेरेंट्स ने उसको थ्रेटनिंग, डूम प्रेडिक्शन, यानी कि तेरा तो कुछ हो ही नहीं सकता, तू तो कुछ कर नहीं पाएगा, तू अभी नहीं पढ़ाई कर रहा है तो आगे चल के क्या करेगा, अभी नंबर नहीं आएंगे तो तू कुछ कर ही नहीं पाएगा. हाउ मच ऑफ सेल्फ डाउट वी क्रिएट बाय यूजिंग दिस लैंग्वेज. So please parents, love your children for who they are. Yes, it's important to tell them to work hard. Right? You have to tell them, yes, अपनी मेहनत करो, उसके बाद में छोड़ दो, जो नंबर आते हैं. Please do not go on and on pressurizing them for getting better marks. Otherwise, a child will start believing that my parents जो है वो तो नंबरों से प्यार करते हैं, मुझसे प्यार नहीं करते हैं. Right? And those are the children who will actually go on to get depressions, breakdowns, suicide, because if they don't fare well in an exam, they think now their life is over because they haven't fared well. Moving on to issues with body image. See, the adolescents, a lot of problem is being faced by parents of adolescents of the age group of, say 12 to 18. These adolescents are going through a period of emotional turmoil. Adolescence is called a period of stress and strain. It's a period of chaotic emotions. And that is the time when children are really scared of they don't know whether their body looks good, whether their body looks bad. They keep on looking at the models, the celebrities, because that is whom they compare their body with. And if they are not like them, they have self-esteem issues. They feel bad about their body. They don't feel happy with it. So they have a lot of issues with body image, which the parents may not understand. So help them. If a child thinks that he doesn't have good body image, help your child love their bodies. Tell them this body is their temple. They just have to love it the way it is. It's going to be there for a lifetime. You may love it or you may hate it. So explain to them that just love whatever it is. Right? Moving on to the next issue, pressure from peers, parents, school, and society. We all know that there are conflicting expectations, right? Peers will expect them to party, to have drinks, to go and have hookah. Parents will not want them to do so. School will focus on performance, right? And the society will keep telling, oh, I saw your child here, I saw your child there. So you see, the children are dealing with conflicting expectations from peers, parents, school, society. And that's what is creating a lot of stress and strain among children. They haven't yet learned कि यू नो हाउ टू टेक प्रॉपर डिसीजंस, अच्छे डिसीजंस कैसे लेना, वो अभी तक सीखे नहीं है, एंड दैट इज द रीजन वो अपने डिसीजंस खुद अच्छे से ले नहीं पाते हैं. Then we have a lack of good mentors and role models. So what happens that हमारे ही घर में हमारा ही पेरेंट अगर गुस्सा कर रहा है तो बच्चा कैसे सीखेगा कि गुस्सा करना अच्छी बात नहीं होती, काम रहना चाहिए. जितने बच्चे, I think there is a question which has been sent to me about anger. All those people who talk, who come to me with problems of anger in the children, my first question to them is, who in your house gets angry? कौन है जो आपके घर में गुस्सा करता है? Your child is learning from that कि अगर आपके घर में कोई गुस्सा ही नहीं करेगा तो बच्चा सीखेगा ही नहीं गुस्सा करना. तो सबसे पहले I tell all parents that be good role models. Raise yourself before you raise your kids, right? Then we move on to information overload. Because information overload के कारण क्या होता है कि बहुत सारा healthy media है, on screen violence है, इतना सारा information overload है. पहले क्या था? See, in the earlier times, we only had TV, some Sunday movies and some chitrahars and things like that. There was very limited exposure, right? And now there is information overload, so much information, and the child doesn't have any filters. He doesn't know what to take in and what to not to take in. So that is why also there is a lot of pressure on the children, on the students. Bullying is another thing that we are facing, and bullying is very harmful for the child who gets bullied, plus even the child who becomes a bully has a problem. So do not think that it is only the child who's being bullied has a problem. Even the bully himself is basically undergoing a lot of problems, right? Other issues, self-esteem issues. Like I said, if a child is not performing well, often children who don't get good marks have major issues with self-esteem. So what happens? We have to help them find a hobby, find anything they're good at. They may be very good at kindness. They may be very good at manners. They may be very caring children. They may be very loving children. They may be good cooks. They may be good at sports. Please raise the self-esteem of children. Make them aware कि ये आपकी strength है, ये आपकी weakness है. We don't want perfect human beings. There are no perfect human beings. Neither am I perfect, neither are you perfect, right? We all are in this process. Then children have identity issues. You see, again, this comes up typically during adolescence, because during adolescence, what happens? हम आधे समय बच्चों को बोलते हैं, तुम छोटे हो, तुमको ये नहीं करना, तुमको ऐसा नहीं करना, तुमको ये नहीं करना चाहिए, अभी तुम बहुत छोटे हो. At the other times we tell them, इतने बड़े हो गए हो, अभी तक तुम अपना होमवर्क की रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी खुद नहीं लेते हो. So what are we doing? हम खुद ही बच्चों को कंफ्यूज कर देते हैं कि वो छोटे हैं कि वो बड़े हैं. So that is the reason we must have a standard statement कि बच्चा, now you are growing up. So धीरे 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 you have to become more and more responsible as you are growing up. So one statement should be said by all the family members, right? Then mental and physical health issues. A lot of children have physical health issues. Thyroid is a very common problem. Obesity, headaches, stomach aches, so many. And to tell you here that 70% of these illnesses are psychosomatic. You will take your child to a doctor, nothing will be wrong organically. There will be no pathology, but yet he's having headaches, yet he's having body aches, yet he's chronically fatigued. These are all psychosomatic problems. Asthma, allergies, skin issues, most of them are caused by deeper psychological issues and thought forms, right? So that is why this is to make you aware that please, try and understand your child. What is your child dealing with? And if you can't understand, please visit a mental health practitioner. Children have a lot of relationship issues. See, boyfriend, girlfriend, breakups, they start happening right from 7th, 8th, 9th standards, right? If they come to their parents, what do the parents say? A child went to a parent and said, I've had a breakup. The child started shouting, the parents started shouting at the child, यही करो, इस उम्र में तुम यही करोगे तो यही होगा, अब हमारे पास क्यों आ रहे हो? Relationship बनाने से पहले हमसे पूछा था क्या? Now, if a parent responds like that, a child will stop communication. बच्चा तो पेरेंट के पास दोबारा जाएगा ही नहीं. So that is the reason why communication between parents and children stops. And then parents come and say कि हमारा बच्चा तो हमारी बात ही नहीं सुनता है. So I said, आपका बच्चा किसकी बात सुनेगा? आप किसकी बात सुनते हो? जिससे आपकी रिलेशनशिप अच्छी है या जिससे आपकी रिलेशनशिप खराब है? So if you want कि आपका बच्चा आपकी बात सुने, पहले आप अपना रिलेशनशिप अच्छा करो उसके साथ में, तभी बच्चा आपकी बात सुनेगा, right? So moving on to the next. See, I'm giving you everything in brief. Each of these topics is extremely long. Like I can continue for 6 hours, but I'm just giving you a brief of what all the issues are, right? Managing distractions. इस ज़माने में with internet, with Netflix, Amazon, Hotstar, Voot, and endless number of Tata Sky channels, see, it's very difficult to manage distractions. And we have to understand that this is a pressure children are dealing with, right? And in times of COVID, especially during these times, children have coped with online classes, which is not a routine for them. बच्चा जब स्कूल जाता है तो बच्चा सिर्फ पढ़ाई नहीं करता है, बच्चा जाके टीचर्स से बातें करता है, अपने फ्रेंड्स के साथ मस्ती करता है. सो देयर डेली एक जो घर से निकल के और फ्रेंड्स के साथ मिलना, सोशल इंटरेक्शन करना, फेस टू फेस कनेक्ट करना, बहुत सारे सोशल स्किल्स सीखना, वो सारी चीजें बच्चों के लिए बंद हो गई हैं. चेंज रूटीन्स है, हाथ धोना, मास्क पहनना, है ना, सोशल फिजिकल डिस्टेंसिंग मेंटेन करके रखना, ये सारे इश्यूज बच्चों के लिए बहुत आसान नहीं है कोप करना. सो प्लस added to this, I have had children coming and telling me कि क्योंकि हम घर पे हैं, मम्मी पापा पूरे समय हम पे नजर रखें कि हम क्या कर रहे हैं, तो हमें ऐसा लगता है कि हमारी प्राइवेसी नहीं है. एटलीस्ट स्कूल जाते थे तो मम्मी पापा से दूर होते थे उतनी देर के लिए. सो सी कितनी सारी चीजें बच्चे फेस कर रहे हैं, राइट? सो प्लीज डू नॉट थिंक कि नहीं सारे स्ट्रेसेस तो हम ही फेस कर रहे हैं, हमारे बच्चे तो सिर्फ आराम कर रहे हैं. ऐसा नहीं है. वी एज अडल्ट्स, एज पेरेंट्स, एज टीचर्स, हम अपने इश्यूज फेस कर रहे हैं, बच्चे अपने इश्यूज के साथ डील कर रहे हैं. नाउ warning signs, I'm just giving you the warning signs and then I will move to what things parents have to take care of. Warning signs of mental illness, just I'm reading this through to you. Persistent sadness, withdrawing or avoiding social interactions, loss of interest in pleasurable activities. Hurting pleasurable activities can be anything. Normal पहले टीवी देखता था, गाने सुनता था, हम कैरम खेलता था, ताश खेलता था. अब बच्चा ये pleasurable activities करना बंद कर दिया है. जिम जाता था, वॉकिंग करना, any activity which was pleasurable to the child. Hurting oneself or talking about hurting oneself, right? भी खुद को हर्ट करता है, सेल्फ हार्म में एंगेज होता है, या बात करता है डेथ की या सुसाइड की. प्लीज डू नॉट टेक इट लाइटली. सुसाइड प्रिवेंशन में खास तौर से ट्रेनिंग दी जाती है कि प्लीज डू नॉट थिंक कि बच्चा सिर्फ बोल रहा है, करेगा नहीं. वो किस दिन कर लेगा आपको पता नहीं चलेगा. एनी चाइल्ड हु टॉक्स ऑफ सुसाइड, प्लीज टेक इट सीरियसली एंड डोंट से सच कमेंट्स, ओ स्नैप आउट ऑफ इट, ये कोई बात होती है, ये नाटक कर रहा है. मैंने खुद बहुत पेरेंट्स के साथ सुना है कि बच्चा नाटक कर रहा है. बच्चा नाटक नहीं कर रहा है, उसके थॉट में ये बात आई है. ये बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट चीज है, राइट? इमोशनल आउटबर्स्ट और एक्सट्रीम इरिटेबिलिटी, एंगर एंड अग्रेशन, आउट ऑफ कंट्रोल बिहेवियर दैट कैन बी हार्मफुल. बच्चा बहुत तेज गाड़ी चला के जा रहा है, बहुत चीजें तोड़ रहा है, ये सारी चीजें बहुत ऑब्जर्व करके आपको देखनी है, राइट? मूड स्विंग्स हैं, चेंजेस इन बिहेवियर है, पर्सनालिटी में चेंजेस है, चेंजेस इन ईटिंग हैबिट्स है. बच्चा कभी ज्यादा खाने लग जाता है, कभी बिल्कुल भूख नहीं लग रही है. यू हैव टू बी अवेयर एज पेरेंट्स. लॉस ऑफ वेट, बच्चे का बहुत वेट लॉस हो गया है, या उसको नींद आने में दिक्कत हो रही है, रात रात भर जाग रहा है, या नींद आने में दिक्कत हो रही है, या सो जाता है तो सुबह बहुत जल्दी उठ जाता है, उसकी नींद खुल जाती है. फ्रीक्वेंट हेडेक्स या स्टमक एक्स हो रहे हैं, बार बार बीमार पड़ रहा है, पढ़ाई में कॉन्सेंट्रेट नहीं कर पा रहा है, एकेडमिक परफॉर्मेंस जो पहली अच्छी थी अब पुअर हो गई है ना, ही वांट्स टू अवॉइड या स्कूल नहीं जाना चाहता है, क्राइंग स्पेल्स हैं, बार बार रो देता है. एंड नॉट टू मिस, अगर बच्चा कंप्लेन कर रहा है कि मुझे दुख रहा है, मुझे सुनाई दे रहा है, We have to be very careful that these are the signs of mental illnesses. Please approach a mental health practitioner when you observe such signs in your children. So now this is a note for all stakeholders. Whoever these stakeholders are basically significant adults. Significant adults कौन होते हैं? जो बच्चे की life में important part play करते हैं. They can be dada dadi, they can be parents, they can be even the maid or the nanny who comes and takes care of the children, right? They can be chacha chachi, tau tai अगर घर में है, teachers, the staff at school, even the administrative staff जिसके साथ बच्चे को deal करना पड़ता है, somebody who has a significant impact on the child, right? So, सबसे पहले समझना है कि we have to understand stigma, कि इसी कारण से बच्चे जो हैं वो जाते नहीं हैं, right? बच्चे सोचते हैं मैं कैसे जाऊं, oh my God, मैं अपनी टीचर को कैसे बोलूं कि मुझे काउंसलिंग करनी है या मुझे काउंसलर मैम से मिलना है ना? फिर टीचर बोलेगी क्या करना है तुमको, तुम क्लास मिस करना चाहते हो, फिर टीचर 4 अलग बात बोलती है कि तुम तो क्लास मिस करना चाहते हो इसलिए तुम काउंसलर के पास जाना चाहते हो, तुम कॉपी नहीं लाओगे, तुमने वर्क कंप्लीट नहीं किया होगा, राइट? All probable reasons, है ना? और तुमको कुछ प्रॉब्लम हो रही है क्या? So teachers start asking so many times. Please don't do that. Please, teachers, let the counselor do their work. Now, you may be amazing teachers, you may be amazing human beings, but please understand that that is why the counselor has got a training in psychology, and you have such a wonderful counselor, Smita, with you there. Please, when children have any problem, encourage them to go to the counselor, because the counselor has been trained in a particular way to basically, speak to the children. And minimize stigma. Please don't talk in staff room कि अरे वो बच्चा तो काउंसलिंग के लिए जा रहा है, उसको कुछ प्रॉब्लम होगी, अरे वो बच्चा बहुत डिस्टर्ब्ड है, वो तो रोज रोज काउंसलिंग करने चले जाता है. स्टाफ रूम गॉसिप, please avoid this, because आप बच्चे को लेबल कर देते हो. All teachers will come to know कि हाँ इस बच्चे को कुछ प्रॉब्लम है. We want children to feel free, share their problems, in which we have to be supportive. What will we do? Suppose a child comes and sits in class, और बच्चा आके बैठ जाता है क्लास में, पर वो इतना इमोशनली डिस्टर्ब्ड है कि उसको कुछ समझ में नहीं आ रहा है. तो what will be the use of your making the child sit in the class, right? Please understand this, that once they have dealt with their emotions, only then will they be able to actually concentrate and learn and understand what you are teaching. So let them first deal with their emotions and their problems, and then I'm sure they'll be much better students. Okay? Active listening. A lot of us, we have been trained to speak, preach, but we don't know how to listen. Listening is a skill जो हमको सीखनी है. कैसे listen करना है हमको? We have to literally listen, not with an intent to reply. We don't have to reply. We don't have to correct. We don't have to judge. We don't have to preach. Listening means that we have to empathetically understand कि बच्चे में क्या feel कर रहा है. Suppose एक 8th standard का बच्चा आके बोलता है कि मेरे को बहुत रोना आ रहा है कि मेरा ब्रेकअप हो गया. Now, a parent would probably say, ब्रेकअप हो गया मतलब तू रिलेशनशिप में था, तूने तो बहुत बड़ी गलती करी. That's not active listening. I just have to understand. Active listening is I understand that my child has pain. उसको दर्द हो रहा है, उसको emotional pain हो रहा है, और मुझे उसको empathy से respond करना है. Yes, baby, I understand your pain. मैं समझ रहा हूँ कि तुम बहुत दर्द में हो. Doesn't matter, I'm there with you. That is what we need to do, right? Not to start blaming the child that you are responsible. तुमने गलती करी तो अब तुम झेलो. Then that is what responding with empathy, right? Then we communicate to connect. Whether it's active listening, whether it is speaking, whether it is talking, whether it is body language, whether it is hugging a child, just, holding a child, that I love you. We have to communicate to connect to the child, to make the child feel that, yes, whatever he does, somebody is there standing. Yes, we need to kind of teach them the right etiquettes, the right manners, the right behaviors. But a child will learn only after their relationship with you is good. Coming to a very careful use of language. This is a very important part. Language can hurt. Language can humiliate. Language can insult. Language can be blaming. Language can be complaining. Language can be criticizing. Or language can be inspiring. Language can be motivating. Language can help us heal. So very important is careful use of language, whether it's parents, it's teachers, or whether it is anybody any significant adult, right? We need to foster resilience in our children. We have to see each student as unique. We have to appreciate their strengths and abilities. Promote cooperation. This is another very important part. We keep promoting competition. अरे तू सेकंड आया है, तेरे को फर्स्ट आना चाहिए. नहीं तू तो आसानी से उसको पीछे छोड़ सकता है. क्यों? Why aren't you happy? सेकंड आया तो हैप्पी रहने दो ना. सेकंड आके, थर्ड आके, 10th आके भी हैप्पी रहना चाहिए. Okay, you can tell them, okay, put in your effort. Don't bother what rank you're getting. Just put in more effort. That's it. I'm not concerned कि तुम first आ रहे हो, कि second आ रहे हो, कि third आ रहे हो. Right? It is that you have to promote cooperation. Rather, how many parents of the children जो बहुत अच्छा perform करते हैं first, second, third, how many parents answer me, tell their children, बेटा, go teach somebody who's weak. है ना? Help that person. उससे पढ़ाई नहीं हो रही है. Rather क्या बोलते हैं parents? नहीं अपना टाइम वेस्ट मत करो, तुम दूसरे को पढ़ाने में तुम्हारे नंबर कम हो जाएंगे. We are constantly just teaching selfishness. We are not teaching them cooperation at all. Please parent, अगर आपका बच्चा किसी एक बच्चे को भी हेल्प कर देगा, ठीक है. You know, he's, in my language I put it that you are creating good karma, right? Please avoid comparison. Celebrate effort and the willingness to try. आपका बच्चा ट्राई कर रहा है, कोई भी चीज में पार्ट ले रहा है, just celebrate effort कि he is willing to try. उसका रिजल्ट कोई भी आए, वो फिर भी ट्राई करना चाह रहा है, right? Honor mistakes as an important part of the learning process. Mistakes तो होंगी. Tell me who of us doesn't make mistakes? We all make mistakes. So mistakes is an important part of the learning process. Talk to your children about the wisdom of failure. Let them not be scared of failure. कि बच्चा fail, there is no failure. There are only learning lessons. Please parents, please talk to them. Talk to them about these values. आप उनके साथ बहुत समय बिताते हैं. You have the time that you can teach them these things. I will tell you why. If you saw कि पुराने जमाने में नानियां दादियां बच्चों को स्टोरी सुनाया करती थी, महाभारत की, हरीश चंद्र की. They were stories of courage, they were stories of valor, they were stories of honesty, they were stories of justice, they were stories of divine justice. Those used to create neurological networks in the brains of children. And that is why that generation was more strong. That generation was more kind of, they had less mental health problems, right? So tell your children stories. And actually stories, scientists have researched and said they lay new neurological networks in the brain and children learn to think differently, right? Then teach them through work, through adversity, and the importance of believing कि there will be difficult times, मुश्किलें आएंगी, है ना? Path is not going to be smooth. We have to deal with these ups and downs of life. Then, a note for the parents. This is a very important thing for the parents, that the self-image. बच्चे की self-image कैसे बनती है? जो words parents बोलते हैं, grandparents बोलते हैं, ये जितनी सारी चीजें हैं जो हम बोलते हैं, इससे बच्चा अपनी सेल्फ इमेज बनाता है. If a parent tells his child that तुम तो यूजलेस हो, तुम तो वर्थलेस हो, तुम क्या करोगे जीवन में, बच्चे की सेल्फ इमेज क्या बन जाएगी? मैं यूजलेस हूँ, मैं वर्थलेस हूँ. तो बच्चा आगे चल के सोचेगा मैं तो वर्थलेस हूँ, तो वो बच्चा कुछ कर ही नहीं पाएगा, है. तो आपके शब्द, आप जो बोलते हो, जैसे वेरी कॉमनली हम बोलते हैं कि जो बच्चा है, तुम जिद्दी हो, तुम सुनते नहीं हो, तुम कहना नहीं मानते हो, तुम बदतमीज हो, ये सारे वर्ड्स बच्चे की सेल्फ इमेज का हिस्सा बनते जाते हैं. एंड देन द चाइल्ड स्टार्ट्स अंडरस्टैंडिंग, ओ दिस इज मी, मैं तो जिद्दी हूँ, मैं तो स्टबर्न हूँ. This is also what is called negative labeling, right? बच्चा लेबल को internalize कर लेता है. बच्चा सोचता है कि हाँ मैं तो हूँ ही ऐसा, मैं तो सुनता ही नहीं हूँ, मैं तो कहना ही नहीं मानता हूँ. So children become what we tell them they are, what we tell them who they are. बच्चे वो ही बन जाते हैं, right? बच्चों की इमोशंस बहुत जरूरी होती हैं. दिस इज कॉल्ड इमोशनल डेप्रिवेशन ड्वार्फिज्म. दिस इज एक्चुअली रिसर्च्ड आइडेंटिटी कि जिन बच्चों की इमोशनल नीड्स फॉर लव, अफेक्शन, टचिंग, हगिंग, पूरी नहीं होती हैं, वो बच्चों की हाइट कम रह जाती है. एंड दिस साइंटिफिकली इट वाज शोन दैट इट वाज कॉल्ड इमोशनल डेप्रिवेशन ड्वार्फिज्म, राइट? सो प्लीज बी अवेयर कि हमारे बच्चों की इमोशनल नीड्स फॉर लव, अटेंशन, इम्पोर्टेंस, एप्रिसिएशन ना ये पूरी हो रही हैं कि नहीं. देन इमोशनल बर्डन, दिस इज सो इम्पॉर्टेंट. आप ध्यान से देखोगे, कई बार हम पेरेंट्स क्या करते हैं, बच्चे तुमने मुझे खुश नहीं किया, मैं बहुत दुखी हूं तुम्हारे कारण से. बच्चे के ऊपर इमोशनल बर्डन डालते हैं. बच्चा सोचने लगता है मैं तो अपने माँ बाप को कितना दुखी कर रहा हूँ. जस्ट इमेजिन कि वो बच्चा जो अपनी रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी अभी नहीं ले रहा है, जो अपने जीवन की जवाबदारी लेना सीखा नहीं है, अडल्ट नहीं हुआ है, उसके ऊपर हम पेरेंट्स, एडल्ट्स उसके ऊपर जवाबदारी डाल देते हैं. उसको बोलते हैं कि नहीं तूने हमें दुखी कर दिया, तू ही हमें खुश कर. वो बच्चा दब जाता है इस इमोशनल बर्डन के अंदर. वो बहुत दुखी हो जाता है कि वो अपने पेरेंट्स के दुख का कारण बन रहा है, दैट ही इज नॉट बीइंग एबल टू make his parents happy. So please don't give the emotional burden to your children. Learn to be happy parents. Happy parents will have happy children. Your happiness as parents or teachers doesn't depend upon children. You have to be happy yourself. Set a role model that besides difficulties, besides problems, jitni bhi problems aaye, bachcha happy rehna zaruri hai. Like I said, handling your own anger. I spoke about this, that parents, please self-control, set an example of emotional regulation. अगर आप emotional regulation नहीं करोगे तो बच्चे कहाँ से सीखेंगे emotional regulation? They are constantly watching you. They will do what they see. They will not do what you say. Always actions speak louder than words. Right? Negative labeling की हमने बात करी कि कैसे हम जिद्दी, stubborn, पागल. कितने parents बताओ positive labels देते हैं? Who tells their children that you're amazing, you are love and light? How many positive labels have we heard children giving? How many parents are giving their children these positive labels? Right? Then another important part is consistency. बहुत ऑफन मैंने देखा है कि पेरेंट्स एक दिन अगर बिजी हैं तो बच्चे को बोलते हैं 2 दिन टीवी देख ले, 2 घंटा टीवी देख ले तू, बिकॉज आई एम बिजी. नेक्स्ट डे द मदर विल से बेटा चलो पढ़ाई करते 2 घंटा. नाउ जो चीज आज सही थी वो कल गलत कैसे हो गई? The child will not understand कि कल तो मम्मी ने मुझे 2 घंटा टीवी देखने दिया, आज बोलती है टीवी नहीं देखना. So the child will not understand कि क्या सही है क्या गलत है. So consistency in parenting is very important, right? We have discussed the power of words कि कैसे हमारी language बहुत important है. Abuse, very very important. Any form of physical, mental, emotional and sexual abuse. The latest research is showing that children who have been abused in childhood are a lot of them develop cancers and other physical health problems in adulthood. So parents, do we want our children to be unhealthy adults? Please understand this is a traumatic experience to the child. We must not engage in any form of physical, mental, emotional or sexual abuse. Protect your children, love your children, connect with your children, let your children feel safe with you, right? Mentally healthy and happy parents serve as good. जैसे ही आप अपने बच्चे में है ना, जितना जल्दी एक मेंटल हेल्थ प्रैक्टिशनर, साइकोलॉजिस्ट, काउंसलर किसी के पास भी जाएंगे, आप उतनी जल्दी उस चीज को ठीक कर पाएंगे. क्योंकि जब एक बिहेवियर क्रॉनिक हो जाता है तो ज्यादा प्रॉब्लम होती है, और जब तक ये बिहेवियर क्रॉनिक नहीं है तब तक उतना जल्दी चेंज करना आसान होता है बिहेवियर को, राइट? और पूछिए अपने मेंटल हेल्थ प्रोफेशनल से, एडवाइस लीजिए कि मेरे अपने बच्चे को कैसे हैंडल करूं, मैं इसके बिहेवियर को कैसे हैंडल करूं. बहुत सारे पेरेंट्स हैं जो बोलते हैं हम परेशान हो गए, तो आप अपनी परेशानी के बारे में भी आके डिस्कस करिए कि बच्चे को हम कैसे हैंडल करें, हम कैसे परेशान नहीं हो. कम टॉक, अनम्यूट योरसेल्फ, राइट? फैमिली काउंसलिंग जहां पे बहुत सारे एंड द एंटायर फैमिली, पापा, बड़े पापा, इस बच्चे को ठीक करने के लिए क्या कर सकते हैं. आप बताइए कि हमारा रोल क्या क्या है. इट वॉज सो वंडरफुल. आई सेड सब बच्चे के लिए कितना कंसर्न है कि सब आने को तैयार है कि बताओ, आप बताओ हम सबको कैसे 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 बिहेव करना चाहिए था. सो प्लीज consider family counseling, right? Work with your child's school. to secure necessary support. आपके स्कूल में इतनी अच्छी काउंसलर है, आप मिलिए काउंसलर से, उनसे बोलिए कि सपोर्ट करें, उसकी टीचर्स से मिलिए. Let the counselor tell the teachers कि support this child, don't help this child in various ways, in whichever ways the child needs support. Schools, teachers and schools specifically, the positive, caring और एक nurturing learning environment होना चाहिए schools में, जो stress के level को डाउन करें, नॉट एक्सैसरबेट करते कि जैसे ही स्कूल में घुसो टीचर्स ने डांटना चालू किया, तुम होमवर्क नहीं करके लाए, तुम ये नहीं करके लाए, तुम ऐसा क्यों नहीं करके लाए, राइट. सो द नर्चरिंग और पॉजिटिव लर्निंग एनवायरनमेंट जो होगा, बच्चे को मजा आएगा पढ़ने में. मेक योर स्कूल अ हैप्पी स्कूल, दैट आवर चिल्ड्रन कमिंग टू दिस स्कूल आर सो हैप्पी. मेरे बच्चे, हमारे स्कूल के बच्चे इतने हैप्पी है, दे आर हैप्पियर. सोचो उनकी मेंटल हेल्थ कितनी बढ़िया होगी एक बच्चा अगर हैप्पी होगा तो. और अगर स्टूडेंट के बिहेवियर में, कोई भी टीचर बच्चे के बिहेवियर में देखती है कि वो खिड़की से बाहर देख रहा है, वो डिस्टर्ब्ड है, उस बच्चे को बोलो कि बच्चा, डू यू वांट फॉर काउंसलिंग, यू वांट टू हैव अ चेंज, तुम्हारा मन नहीं लग रहा है, जाओ, गो टेक अ ब्रेक, गो टॉक टू योर टीचर. उस समय ये नहीं कि नहीं 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 पढ़ाई करो. अगर पढ़ पा रहा है, वेरी गुड, यू कैन एनकरेज हिम, आस्क हिम वंस और ट्वाइस. उसके बाद भी ऐसा लग रहा है कि बच्चा पढ़ नहीं पा रहा है, सेंड हिम टू योर काउंसलर. Right? Encourage children to go for counseling. Teachers need to understand the causes, है ना. और बच्चा अगर टीचर सिर्फ डांटती रहेगी, तुम पढ़ाई में ध्यान नहीं दे रहे हो, तुम पढ़ाई में ध्यान नहीं दे रहे हो, तो क्या है कि देखो हम बच्चे का बिहेवियर पे कंटिन्यूसली कमेंट कर रहे हैं, बट हम वो बिहेवियर क्यों हो रहा है इसके पीछे जा रहे हैं क्या. फिर अगर बच्चा डिस्टर्ब्ड है, इमोशनली डिस्टर्ब्ड है, किसी कारण से भी डिस्टर्ब्ड है, वो पढ़ाई नहीं कर पाएगा. So please teachers, I request you all, you are very critical in shaping the lives of children. Please behave in helping manners rather than harming manners. We must have mental health awareness training in schools, and schools should try and include activities like yoga, qigong, tai chi, mindfulness, meditation, because all of these help children in dealing with the stresses and strains of their life, right? What does help look like? स्कूल में जो काउंसलिंग की आपकी स्पेस है, या आप किसी भी दूसरे काउंसलर के पास जाएंगे, what is it? It is a safe space to talk about difficult and painful life experiences without the fear of being judged. यहाँ कोई जजमेंट नहीं होती, कोई राइट रॉन्ग नहीं होता, आपको सपोर्ट मिलता है. आप अपने अंदर जाके सोचते हो कि आपके लिए क्या अच्छा है, क्या चीज अच्छी तरीके से आप कर सकते हो. अनकंडीशनल पॉजिटिव रिगार्ड मिलता है आपको, और कॉन्फिडेंशियलिटी, आपकी जो भी प्रॉब्लम्स है वो किसी के साथ शेयर नहीं करी जाती. दैट इज व्हाई इट्स वेरी इजी टू गो एंड टॉक टू काउंसलर, क्योंकि वहां जजमेंट नहीं है. द काउंसलर विल नॉट टेल यू दिस इज रॉन्ग बेटा, यू शुडंट हैव डन दिस. नो, ओके, हाउ हैव यू टू डील विद इट, दैट इज इट. एंड every child will get positive regard. हर adult को जो भी प्रॉब्लम है उसको भी पॉजिटिव रिगार्ड मिलता है. ना तो नाम ना प्रॉब्लम्स, कहीं भी कुछ भी शेयर नहीं होती हैं. दैट इज द एथिक्स ऑफ काउंसलिंग, दैट कॉन्फिडेंशियलिटी इज मेंटेन्ड 100%. इट इज ओनली इन द केस ऑफ अ सुसाइड रिस्क where the parents, teachers, school authorities have to be informed. That is the only place where counselors can break the promise of confidentiality, because it is the question of the life of the child, right? Social buffering, this is a very important concept. So what is social buffering? That having someone at the time of a painful life experience to listen, to empathize, and to understand prevents students' emotional pain from transitioning into a mental health issue. तो क्या होता है, दिस इज हाउ आई एक्सप्लेन टू यू. देखो, जब भी कोई पेनफुल इशू हुआ लाइफ में, इलनेस आई, कोविड ही हो गया, डेथ इन द फैमिली, सेपरेशन, डाइवोर्स, ब्रेकअप है, बुलिंग एटसेट्रा, ऑल दीज थिंग्स क्रिएट इमोशनल पेन. जब इमोशनल पेन होता है, अगर हमें सोशल बफरिंग अवेलेबल है, विच मीन्स अ प्लेस वेर आई कैन टॉक, वेर आई कैन शेयर, वेर आई कैन फील अंडरस्टूड, जहां मैं आके रो सकता हूँ, जहां मैं आके अपने मन में जो बात है बोल सकता हूँ विदाउट एनी फियर, देन it will not transition into mental health illness. Otherwise, this emotional pain अगर unbearable हो जाती है, हम किसी के साथ share नहीं कर पाते a mental health illness. इसीलिए the buffer is a very important place so that we can prevent this emotional pain from developing into a mental health illness. Other ways to mental well-being: talking, exercising, looking after your body, eating healthy. See, exercising also releases happy hormones in our body, dopamine and serotonin, right? Eating healthy, proper nutrition we get if we take enough proteins, then all the enzymes, hormones, everything is a protein. We need enough of proteins if we want to have a good healthy body. Learning ways, see, if we boost any learning, does not mean necessarily किताबों की learning या school की पढ़ाई. Learning can be learning a new language, learning can be dancing, learning can be learning skating, sports, anything. Creating music, art, drama, writing, etc. Contributing. Please teach your children to help others. I've observed this कि कोई बच्चा किसी को कॉपी दे देता है तो उसकी मम्मी डांटती है, कॉपी क्यों दे दी तुमने उसको, हम कैसे पढ़ाई करेंगे. So see, we are not even teaching our children to be kind, to be compassionate, to help others. So please, it is the need of the hour that we must teach our children to help others, to be kind, to be compassionate. Practice gratitude. All parents, अगर आप छोटी छोटी चीजों के लिए थैंक यू बोलेंगे और आप अपने बच्चों को भी सिखाएंगे, happier रहेंगे. See, somebody who's grateful cannot be unhappy. Right? Then we have to teach our children forgiving, letting go. आजकल मैंने हर जगह सुना है पेरेंट्स बोलते हैं तूने एक थप्पड़ मारा ना तो तू दो मार के आना. What are we teaching? We are teaching our children revenge, right? Anybody in revenge, will he be in a positive emotional state? A person forgiving will be happy. Oh, I'm calm and peaceful. उसने जो किया, I am calm and happy and peaceful, right? Teach your children to love themselves. Teach their children to be kind to themselves. Teach them prayer. Help, do meditation with them. And if you're not able to handle parents, please take them for counseling and therapy. Do not think, oh my God, मेरा बच्चा, मैं किसी और के मेरे से क्यों नहीं बात करता. Like a surgeon doesn't operate on his own family and relatives. Likewise, remember, parents cannot be the counselors for their own children. They cannot give their children own therapy. So you must take your children for counseling and therapy if you're seeing that you're not being able to handle the problem. Yes, if you have a very good relationship and the child opens up to you, you may be able to counsel or you may be able to help your child out. All parents, for yourself, all teachers, please choose health and happiness. Remember, if you keep doing what you've done, you'll keep getting what you've gotten. If you want a different result in life, you have to do things differently. Otherwise, जो अभी कर रहे हैं, जो मिल रहा है, वो ही मिलता रहेगा. So please, parents, my request, all teachers, please understand, choose health and happiness beyond everything. Unmute yourself. Talk about mental health problems. Not only mental health problems, talk about any problems, whether they are relationship problems, whether they are emotional problems. Talk about your problems. Share. Thank you so much for a wonderful hearing, all of you, and we are welcome to questions.
Great. Thank you so much, Dr. Ramba. I'm very confident that all the teachers and parents attending this session today are taking lots and lots of learnings from here today, from this session. So without further ado, I would like to continue for the Q&A session. But before that, I would like to inform all the attendees that Ability is running a series on specific learning disorders. And if you want to learn more about specific learning disorders, or if you feel that your child is dealing with some sort of academic difficulties and you want to understand it better, you're most welcome to join the webinar series. It is free of cost. The link for registration will be shared in the chat box shortly, if my team members could help me here. And you can register for the series and get to know more about specific learning disorders. Great. So moving on to the questions, Dr. Ramba, we have received a lot of questions, and but because of shortage of time, we might be able to answer only a few of them. But Team KPS will ensure that all the questions that we have received, the psychosocial department would answer all of those questions so that every parent who has registered for this session is being helped in some way or the other. So the first question for the day is from Sadhna Motwani. She's asking that her child is very shy and is very choosy in making friends. She has been constantly trying to make him understand the value of friends, but he doesn't take things seriously. He keeps everything stored in his mind, and it is very hard for him to move on. So Sadhna wanted to understand how could she help his child better, her
Great.
child better.
Good, Sadhna. See, when a child is shy, you haven't mentioned the age of the child here. See, the age of the child is quite important as to what age he is. But yet, on a general note, I'll explain to you. If a child is very shy, something about him he is not liking because he feels that there is something lacking inside of him. You know, there is some kind of belief in him कि I'm not good, या मैं बात करूंगा तो लोग मेरा मजाक उड़ाएंगे, या मैं जाऊंगा तो मेरे से कोई अच्छे से बात नहीं करेगा. Maybe he's had some earlier experiences जिससे वो, you know, he's see, life is about what earlier experiences we had. तो हो सकता है उस बच्चे के पहले कोई earlier experiences हुए हो कि जब वो गया हो, लोगों ने उससे बात नहीं करी हो, या उसके मन में ये बैठ गया हो कि मेरे तो दोस्त बनते ही नहीं हैं. See, we have to explore what the child's psyche is. Why this shyness is not a reason कि भाई friends नहीं बन रहे हैं. Why the child is not communicating? Like I tell all my parents कि teach your child to be a good friend, and then that child will make a lot of friends. So even, you know, direct teaching, like if you tell a child, beta, tum jao dosti karo, this will not work. You will have to read out stories to the children. Read रात को, रोज रात को सोने से पहले उसको फ्रेंडशिप की एक अच्छे से स्टोरी सुनाओ, ताकि उसके मन में वो न्यूरोलॉजिकल नेटवर्क्स उसके ब्रेन में ले होंगे कि फ्रेंडशिप कितनी इंपॉर्टेंट है. रात के समय उससे पूछो कि आपको क्या अच्छा नहीं लगता, आप क्यों बात नहीं कर पाते हो. When the child is very relaxed and when you are alone with the child, first you should get to the core of the problem yourself. जब तक आपको कोर ऑफ द प्रॉब्लम ही नहीं पता होगी कि मेरा बच्चा शाय क्यों है, उसको खुद में कॉन्फिडेंस नहीं है, उसको खुद में बिलीव नहीं है, या उसके कोई अर्लियर बैड एक्सपीरियंस हो चुके हैं, तो आप प्रॉब्लम के सिर्फ बिहेवियर लेवल पे टैकल कर रहे हो. देन यू आर नॉट थिंकिंग ऑफ द फीलिंग एंड द थिंकिंग पार्ट ऑफ द चाइल्ड. देयर इज व्हाट वी हैव टू डील, कि बच्चा ऐसा क्यों सोच रहा है, बच्चा ऐसा क्यों फील कर रहा है, राइट? देन ओनली यू विल बी एबल टू गेट टू द कोर ऑफ द प्रॉब्लम.
Great. Hope that answers your question, Sadhna. Okay, so the next one is from Satish. Satish is asking us if you could suggest some of the ways to keep the kids engaged during this pandemic time, apart from their regular online classes, of course, because Satish believes that the kids are missing on learning of those general etiquettes, which otherwise they used to learn in their classes along with their friends and teachers.
Satish, wonderful question, but I would want to ask you one thing. Why do you underestimate your capacity to teach your child? You can teach your child yourself, but the point is that you have to have that much time. So the father and the mother can be amazing role models to teach children etiquette, right? Plus, besides COVID, आप बच्चों के साथ में बहुत सारी एक्टिविटीज कर सकते हैं. यू कैन प्ले गेम्स, यू कैन प्ले इंडोर गेम्स, कैरम खेल सकते हो, सिंगिंग कर सकते हो, काराओके पे गाने गा सकते हो, यू कैन प्ले मोनोपोली, लूडो, नंबर ऑफ थिंग्स, राइट? द पॉइंट इज दैट बच्चा को जब कोई बहुत इंटरेस्टिंग चीज मिलेगी तभी तो बच्चा आपके साथ एंगेज करेगा ना. अगर हम बोरिंग काम करेंगे या सोचेंगे कि मुझे ये पसंद है, बच्चा वो कर ले, राइट? दिस अ ब्यूटिफुल थिंग दैट a parent, a father took his child to see all the baseball matches of the league in UK. When he came back, all his friends asked him, यार तेरे को baseball इतनी पसंद है? He says, नहीं, मेरे को मेरा बच्चा इतना पसंद है. So see the father, he realized कि मेरे बच्चे को क्या अच्छा लगता है, और वो उसके साथ पूरे उसको दिखाने के लिए, बिकॉज उसके बच्चे को बेसबॉल पसंद था तो वो उसको सारे मैचेस दिखाने के लिए ले गया. सो आई हैव टू फिगर आउट व्हाट माय चाइल्ड लाइक्स. क्या मेरे बच्चे को कैरम पसंद है, क्या मेरे बच्चे को बैडमिंटन पसंद है? प्ले विद देम, स्पेंड टाइम विद देम, टीच देम दैट देयर विल बी सच times when we will have to go through troubled times, and this time we can be together as a family, we can stand together. हम बहुत अच्छे से ये समय को निकाल सकते हैं. We can cook for each other, you can teach your child how to cook. You can teach your child how to do various household chores. Tell him to help you. Tell him to, see, you have to see the interest of a child. You can dance with a child. You can do drawing with a child. There are endless number of activities you can do, provided your child is a priority and how much time you can devote to the child. That's very important. And never underestimate. Any parent can be, see, so many children abroad, parents are homeschooling their children. Those children don't go out. So why? Because you have all the capabilities of teaching your children etiquettes. वहां वो randomly अपने आप सीख जाते हैं, यहाँ आपको थोड़ा effort करना पड़ेगा. I hope that answers your question, Satish.
Definitely. I think so. Satish would be really happy to listen to this answer. At least I am, definitely. Moving on to the next question from Pratibha Kukreja. Pratibha is asking how to manage anger issues in growing kids. Sometimes her daughter reacts very loudly and starts shouting. So she's seeking a solution to this problem of hers.
Pratibha, beautiful question. Very good that you're aware. But like I said, raise yourself before you raise your kids, right? Often, I'll tell you a paradox. Often we tell our children, if a child is being rude, you know what we tell our children? Or if a child is being loud, I tell my children, talk politely. And what am I doing? I myself am talking politely. I'm not talking politely. I'm talking rudely. I'm talking loudly. And I'm telling my child, don't talk loudly. A very important scientific fact I'll tell you here, that children, young children, they do not have the sense of space. So suppose a mother is in the kitchen and is shouting out loudly. Suppose this mother is shouting out, Ria, 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 come here. The child doesn't understand. The child only understands the loudness of the voice, right? That child will also start talking loudly, but he may talk loudly in the same space in which you are. Because the child has only heard the parent talking loudly, but the child doesn't, because that spatial recognition is not there in the child, right? So if a child is talking loudly, if a child is talking aggressively, first the parents have to start talking politely. See, go inside, see ki amongst our parents, who is the one who's rude? They say that in anger, it is said that the apple doesn't fall far from the tree. The child will learn the way my parents are talking. I have heard small 3-year-old children copying the words of their parents, literally, copying the styles, copying the words of their parents. Yes, Pratibha, so a lot of work for you.
Hope that helps, Pratibha. Okay, moving on. The next question is from Purvi Nandi. She's saying that what is the reason as to why children these days are addicted towards phone and other gadgets and are resultantly becoming very stubborn. So what do you have to say on that, Dr. Amba?
Yes. Yes, Purvi. So I have observed 1-year-old children कि जब मम्मी को खाना खिलाना होता है तो उसके सामने मोबाइल रखती हैं और फिर मम्मी उसको खाना खिला रही है या उसको टीवी के सामने बिठा देती है और फिर मम्मी खाना खिला रही है because it's very easy for the mother. बच्चा एक जगह बैठ जाता है, right? Now, by doing this, what has happened? That child has started becoming addicted right from the first time he watches it. Yeah, I'm busy. मेरे घर में मेहमान आए तो मैं बच्चे को टीवी के सामने बिठा देती हूँ, right? So धीरे 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 now बच्चा starts seeing that और इतनी बार वो routine follow हो जाता है कि बच्चा becomes an addict, right? So we have to see कि are we keeping our children busy? भाई अगर बच्चा बहुत free है, which we call a lot of unstructured time, है ना, बहुत free है तो बच्चा क्या करेगा? Easily, most easily available is mobile and TV. तो बच्चा मोबाइल और टीवी के सामने बैठा रहेगा, right? Am I spending enough time with my child that I'm keeping him busy and occupied? Am I playing games? Am I playing puzzles? So if I keep the child actively occupied with me, right? Naturally, the child won't need the mobile. मोबाइल चाहिए क्यों? क्योंकि हम एडल्ट्स अपने में इतने बिजी हैं कि बचपन से हम उनको हाथ में मोबाइल पकड़ा देते, ये लो खेलो तुम, क्योंकि हमको फोन पे बात करनी है या हमको अपना खाना बनाना है या हमको किसी फ्रेंड के पास जाना है. दैट इज हाउ दे डेवलप एडिक्शन. सो राइट फ्रॉम द बिगनिंग अगर हमको ध्यान रखना है तो फिर हमको उतना समय देना पड़ेगा. वी विल हैव टू कीप देम कंस्ट्रक्टिवली ऑक्यूपाइड. दैट इज द रीजन.
Definitely.
And once you tell me that once you are cued, right? Huh. Yeah.
No, please continue. Please finish your answer.
Okay. And once you have developed a habit, right? A habit then becomes like a reward. So the child will keep looking for that reward. Like people get addicted to alcohol, people get addicted to smoking, right? What is happening? That they are getting a reward. That's stimulating, that's causing some pleasure signals in their body. So आप हर बार फिर आपको वही reward चाहिए ना, because you've got addicted to that. So somebody who knows also that alcohol is very bad for my system, why does he go and have alcohol again and again? Because his body seeks that reward. His mind wants that reward. That is how once आप उनको दिखाना चालू करो, even खाने के टाइम पे या आप बिजी हो आप उनको देना चालू करो, once they become used to that reward, then it becomes an addiction.
Right. Quite a valuable piece of advice, I believe, for all the teachers and also parents out there. My next question, Dr. Ramba, is very much related to the previous question. Nikita Khandelwal is asking us ways to make a child more attentive and also more active by involving them in other activities. So what are some of the methodology that you would suggest?
Yes. See, children have a short attention span. Children have an attention about 20 minutes. Right? So we think कि नहीं बच्चे 2 घंटा बैठ के पढ़ते रहे, 1 घंटा बैठ के पढ़ते रहे, right? That's neurologically not possible, right? The best way to improve attention is कि आप 20 मिनट बैठो, बच्चे ने पढ़ लिया, give them a short break, 2-3 मिनट मस्ती कर लो, घूम लो, then call them again, right? Then again study for 20 minutes, right? Slowly, maybe you can increase from 20 to 25 minutes, but it has to be a very gradual process, right? And for involving them in activity, see, yes, attention and concentration ke liye, there are so many kids meditation, even just sitting and saying Om, chanting Om 21 times, right? Tremendously, even music. जब हम गाते हैं सारे गामा पधनीसा, it is found that music जो बच्चे 40 days regularly सरगम की practice करते हैं, even they become more attentive and they can concentrate better. Plus, there are some programs available like the Pearson company has a program called Cogmet that is specially made for children who have a lack of attention and concentration. So that is a one-time, it's in the form of games, 30 to 40 minutes. And, children have to do it for about 25 sessions. It is there on the Pearson website. It's called the Cogmet. That is also specially therapeutic for children to improve their attention, right? And for involving them in activities में पहले आप अपने बच्चे का इंटरेस्ट जानो, है ना? मुझे ये नहीं कि मुझे क्रिकेट पसंद है तो मेरा बच्चा क्रिकेट खेलने जाए. That's not it. And sometimes you will have to do a trial and error. Trial and error क्या होता है कि बच्चे को दूर से लग रहा है कि गिटार बजाने में बहुत मजा आएगा और बच्चा मम्मी को बोलता है मम्मी बच्चे मुझे गिटार बजानी है. अब मम्मी जाएगी जल्दी से 10,000 की गिटार खरीद ली. बच्चा 2 दिन गया, बच्चे को लगा कि बहुत मेहनत लग रही है. Oh my God, it's too tough. बच्चे ने छोड़ दिया. And there the mother gets on him. 10,000 की गिटार खरीदी है, 2 दिन गया है, फिर छोड़ दिया है, तू कुछ काम करता ही नहीं है. No, don't invest too much right in the beginning, because जो activities बाहर से कुछ और दिखती हैं, जब बच्चा actually उनको करने जाता है, तो it's a different feeling. He thought that guitar बजाना was very cool. He didn't realize that उस गिटार बजाने में, he'll have to literally cut his fingers, right? So see, let your children explore with a lot of activities, right? Don't think कि बच्चे ने बोला कि मुझे बैडमिंटन पसंद है तो बस गए और खूब महंगे रैकेट्स खरीद के लाए, पूरे किट्स खरीद के लाए और अब बोले चलो अब तो let them first explore with simpler things. किसी से रैकेट मांग के दे दो कि बच्चा 2-4 दिन आप जाओगे खेलोगे, then we'll go and buy. First आप explore तो करो जाके आपको कैसा लगता है. So we have to make the children explore a lot of activities, like it's a trial and error. किस चीज में आपको मजा आ रहा है. And one biggest mistake we do, हॉबी को भी हम अचीवमेंट बना देते हैं. अब अगर बच्चा बैडमिंटन खेलने जा रहा है तो यार तू तो स्टेट प्लेयर बन जा. अगेन प्रेशर, मतलब अब हॉबी भी बच्चा हॉबी के लिए नहीं कर सकता है, राइट? ही जस्ट कांट गो फॉर द फन ऑफ प्लेइंग or the fun of singing. Now when we make a hobby also an achievement, you see, स्कूल का पढ़ाई का अलग प्रेशर, हॉबी का भी प्रेशर. That is what we must refrain from doing. If we are sending him for a hobby, if we are sending him to play, let him just play for the sake of playing, for the sake of relaxation, sake of enjoyment. Don't try and make hobbies also into achievements. That's when children you know what, they move off. बोले नहीं छोड़ दो यार, मम्मी बोलेगी अब तुमने गिटार सीख ली, अब जाओ इस कंपटीशन में जाओ, इस कंपटीशन में जाओ.
Wow. That's every piece of advice coming today is so valuable for every parent listening to you, Dr. Ramba, today. I am so glad that I am also one of the attendees listening to this session. Okay, so the next question is very much related to the previous one. I think so you have almost half answered it. Deepmala Singh was asking us, his child is her child is 8 years old and the attention keeps wandering while the child is trying to study. So you did address the attention issue, but what Deepmala Singh is also saying is that the child gets happy and sad very quickly. So what is the reason behind this and how can the child be helped better?
Yes. So talking about, this is a part of emotional regulation, right? We have to teach children to regulate our emotions. Suppose our child is feeling sad. We ask him, first we mirror his emotions, right? We ask him, baby, you're feeling sad? It looks you're feeling sad. Are you troubled about something? Let him speak. Let him talk about his emotions, you know. So many times if a child will say, I'm feeling sad, we'll say, isme kaun si baat hai? Sad hone ki? Isme to koi baat hi nahi hai. Now, what does the message go to the child? My mother doesn't understand my feelings. It's useless to communicate with her. He stops communication, right? When a child is feeling sad, a child is feeling angry, a mother first needs to understand what the feelings are. Okay, my child is feeling sad. How can I teach them regulation? That, okay, sad lag raha hai, to apan kya kar sakte hain? Can we sing music? Can we dance? Can we read a story? What will make you feel happier? See, we need to tell our child that it's okay to feel sad, but we are not going to continuously stay sad. We need to bounce back. That's resilience. Bounce back from our negative states into more positive states. So we'll have to, initially when they are young, we have to help them do it because they don't know how to do it themselves.
Of course.
So that's how I think she should deal with it.
All right. Interesting answers and interesting questions from all the parents who are attending the session today. I'm seeing the chat box is also flooded with a lot of questions. So I am extremely sorry, dear parents, that we might not be able to cover all the questions that are being asked today in today's session, in today's live session for that matter. But I would want to assure you that the very able psychosocial team at KPS Raipur under Dr. Smita will get back to you with great answers for all your queries and questions. Okay, so I would be taking the last two questions for today's session. The last second one is from Biki Kandoi. Biki is saying that it is very hard for him to tackle their children because if he asks them politely, they would not obey. And if he shouts or beats them, they would get very frightened. So what is the right way to tackle?
Yes, Vicky, good question. See, the point is that frightening them will create fear in them. And if you create fear in them, it will only last for a very short while till the time you are present, right? Fear lasts till the time you are present, father is present, so dar ke mare, their behaviors will be different, right? What do we want to develop in our children? We want to develop a good character. And what is character? Is what they do when nobody is seeing them. Right? So fear will only work as a shortcut. Ki abhi aapne usko work kiya, abhi kaam karwa liya, it's done. You have to teach them to be responsible, politely, making them understand. Even if they are not understanding, you have to repeatedly tell them. You can be firm. Firm means, I'll tell you one way. Firm means, bacha, come on, it's time to study. That's fine. That's being angry in the right way, right? But being angry, I'll tell you a wrong way of being angry. We start labeling the personality. Okay, तुम सुनते नहीं हो, तुम जिद्दी हो, तुम कहना नहीं मानते हो, एक थप्पड़ लगाऊंगा तब अकल आ जाएगी. What are we doing? Now we are scaring them. It's okay to talk about the event. पढ़ने नहीं बैठ रहे, आपने एक बार आवाज लगाई, चलो बच्चा पढ़ो, it's time to study. That's okay. You are just telling them and that it's time to study, but you are not labeling their personality. Learn to differentiate between behavior and personality. Behavior कराना है ना, पढ़ाई करानी है, एक बार जोर से आवाज लगा दो कि चलो टाइम हो गया है बैठो, and it will become easier when you follow consistency. See, why children don't sit to study is, आज हम उनको 11 बजे पढ़ा रहे हैं क्योंकि आज हम 11 बजे फ्री हैं, कल हम 3 बजे पढ़ा रहे हैं, परसों 5 बजे पढ़ा रहे हैं, डिपेंडिंग ऑन व्हेन आई एम फ्री. अब 5 बजे पढ़ाने बैठी हूँ तब बच्चे का खेलने का टाइम है. बच्चा will not like to miss his playing and sit and study with you if his time for 5 o'clock is to play with the kids. So every day if you maintain consistency, I even tell parents, अगर आपके वर्क शेड्यूल्स ऐसे हैं कि आप कंसिस्टेंसी मेंटेन नहीं कर पाते हैं, please put tuitions for your children, but don't spoil your relationship with your child. टीच कोई और कर सकता है, पढ़ा कोई और सकता है, पेरेंट एक ही हो सकता है, फादर एक ही हो सकती है, मदर एक ही हो सकता है ना. इफ यू आर नॉट एबल टू मेंटेन कंसिस्टेंसी और दे आर नॉट लिसनिंग टू यू फॉर एनी रीजन, पुट देम इन अ ट्यूशन की वो 1 घंटा 2 घंटा पढ़ाई होगी, फिनिश इट ऑफ. यू स्पेंड टीचिंग देम वैल्यूज. That's very important, and don't spoil your relationship, because the moment your relationship is spoiled, they'll stop listening to you completely.
Wow, what a beautiful answer, Dr. Ramba. The last question is from Vijeta Vishwakarma, and I would like to inform all the attendees that soon after the Q&A session, I would invite Honorable Director Mr. Ashutosh Tripathi of Krishna Public School, Raipur, to say a few words and interact with the parents directly. But before that, let's take this last question from Vijeta. She's saying that her child is in first standard, and she wants to understand how to handle the child, because whenever she asks him to study, he starts giving excuses. He says, I am hungry or I am sleepy. But at the same time, the child is very punctual for the TV schedule. He watches the TV very timely. So, and also the child is very emotional and very active. So Vijeta wanted to understand how can she help the child better.
Great. Vijeta, the first thing I would tell you, be consistent with the child every day at the same time. Okay, so the child gets into a habit, because see, the TV program is coming every day at the same time. So he knows कि TV program इसी time पे होता है, right? So first, you have to be consistent. Second, do not always scold him to sit to study. Otherwise, this is called association. What does a child associate? Studies with डांटना. ओके, दोनों चीजें एसोसिएट हो गई. तो अब बच्चे को ये पता है कि जब मैं पढ़ने बैठूंगा मुझे डांट पड़ेगी, एंड ही विल ऑलवेज वांट टू एस्केप स्कोल्डिंग. सो नेचुरली ही वुड नॉट वांट टू स्टडी विथ यू, एंड टीवी इज एसोसिएटेड विथ प्लेजर, so it's very easy to do that, no? So and second thing is that you must make your child very happy, curious and excited before he sits to study. When a child is happy, curious and excited, learning happens at a very amazing speed. So when your child is happy, you play with him, like, okay baby, come on, now let's sit to study, we'll finish off, fatafat padhai khatam karenge, and then we are going to watch TV. So give him TV as a reward, that the TV is a reward, and uske pehle apan padhai khatam karenge 1 ghanta. And if you continue doing this consistently, right, I'm sure he'll develop a routine where before his TV program, he'll be able to sit to study.
Beautiful. What an amazing session, Dr. Ramba. I am pretty sure a lot of parents are taking away a lot of learnings from here today. And without making the parents wait further, I would request Honorable Director, Sir, Mr. Ashutosh, to please say a few words about today's session.
Thank you, Swati, and thank you, Team Ability. It has been a really very, very, very helpful and knowledgeable session. Thank you, Dr. Ramba, for being such a active, resource person. I was feeling as if you were talking to me individually, even though there were so many parents attending, and I believe every parent was feeling the same. Dear parents, it's just an effort towards enhancing, looking into this COVID situation, and overall enhancing the concern towards mental health of the parents as well as the teachers, because as Dr. Ramba throughout his session was repeatedly telling that it is there, we don't know what the children are going through. और मैं तो really आपकी उस बात से really inspired हुआ. I think the whole session you were repeatedly telling कि बात, बोलचाल, बोली जो है वो बड़ी कीमती है, उसका बड़ा ध्यान रखिए. Dear parents, मैं एक दोहा सुनाऊं आपको कि बोली एक अमोल है, जो कोई बोले जानी. बोली एक अमोल है जो कोई बोले जानी, और हिये तराजू तौल के तब मुख बाहर आनी। तो आज के सेशन से आपने जो कुछ सीखा है उसको अपने हृदय के तराजू में तौलेंगे और तब अपने बच्चों को कुछ बोलेंगे। तो मैं समझता हूँ कि हम अपने बच्चों के जीवन में और अपने जीवन में बहुत सारी खुशियाँ ला रहे होंगे और एक फ्यूचर जनरेशन को, अपने फ्यूचर को, उनके फ्यूचर को और बेहतर बना रहे होंगे। Once again, thank you, Ability. And dear parents, I look forward for having more such sessions in future in association with Ability. And Dr. Amba, thank you once again for giving so valuable suggestions to our parents. I was seeing the chat box. I was so happy to see so many people were opening up. They were wanting to ask. They were unmuting, as you were saying themselves. And our psychosocial department led by Dr. Smita will be there for all of you always. Please do reach out to them. Please do unmute with them. And let's keep our children at the center, and the whole school, teacher and parenting moves around them for their well-being. Thank you so much.
Definitely. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much, Dr. Smita, for joining us today. And final few closing words from you, Dr. Amba.
So I would tell every parent that even in times of COVID, just remember one thing, that, even the darkest night will end and the sun will rise. So let's look forward, to having an amazing relationship, an amazing time ahead, with hoping the COVID vaccine helps, and we move ahead. And as soon as possible, the children come back to school, because that's the place where they learn not only academics, but they learn so many social and emotional skills. It's wonderful. And thank you, Mr. Ashutosh Tripathi. Thank you so much. Smita, thank you to you, Swati and the team Ability. I hope I make a difference in somebody's life. I hope some child's life improves.
Thank you. Thank you so much for everyone. And I would like to, because this topic is very close to my heart, so sir knows I don't leave any chance to add on points which come to from my heart. For all the parents, it's really nice that you joined. We are always there to assist you. She's also there, and we have this Ability also organizing so many things for you as well. But I would like to just say one thing in the end, because we have talked about mental health, we've talked about unmuting, speaking out, but I just want to add one line. And sir has said that, Doha, I can't repeat what he said, but it's a beautiful saying that, think what you're saying. So my 2-3 points, which I really feel I will add, although Amba has covered such in detail. मेंटल हेल्थ के लिए टाइम निकाल लीजिए. अगर आप टाइम निकाल सकते हैं टीवी देखने के लिए, अगर आप टाइम निकाल सकते हैं बैठ के गपशप करने के लिए, तो मेंटल हेल्थ के लिए टाइम जरूर निकालिए. वो सबसे इम्पोर्टेंट है. मेंटल हेल्थ इज मोर इम्पोर्टेंट देन द एकेडमिक्स, देन द स्टडीज, the playing, the time which you spend scolding, whatever. Mental health. With that note, I held this mental health webinar. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Dr. Smita. And on that note, we are towards the end of the session. The sun will rise again, like Dr. Amba said, and like Dr. Smita said, let's give it more time and unmute yourself. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining us today. That marks the end of the session.
Bye.